What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Deadpool and Wolverine. Sorry, Deadpool 3, the highly anticipated Wolverine and Deadpool movie. We've finally got a new trailer. They actually hyped this trailer up quite a lot, even getting Ryan Reynolds to promote the movie massively last night, making it clear there is 100% a trailer coming. So if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to never miss any of the Kaiju, Monsterverse, DC, Marvel, pop culture-based content that I try to cover on a daily basis. You could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know how freaking excited are you for this movie this coming July. We are getting close. They are ramping up marketing properly, even dropping a huge trailer. Also, if you could become a channel member for less than 99p, less than $1. It helps keep the lights on this channel. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And also check us out on Twitter or X.com for WarstuG. So, Ryan Reynolds said it took 7 years and a lot of begging, but the Deadpool 2 end credit dreams may finally come true. So last night, they teased the trailer was coming, and it was massively Wolverine Logan focus. If your old Wade asks you to come on, Wolverine. So what's interesting is there's a bit of chatter about, which Logan is this? So Ryan Reynolds made it clear in October 2023, Logan died in Logan, not touching. So Hugh Jackman will be playing a variant of Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, and not the Logan that died in the future. So it's essentially a multiverse variant of Wolverine, who's essentially the same character, but not the same character, because it looks like they don't want to mess up the perfect ending of Logan. So now we go over that, we're going to break down what happened in this epic trailer. Let's break it down. So this trailer confirms instantly that it is a hard R with the line, unless you want to take a deep breath through your f***ing forehead, you better come with me. So for people that were worried that this movie wasn't going to be hard R, there is that many F-bombs in this. We know it is definitely hard R. And it's interesting how we get no Wolverine in the first trailer, and now it's pretty much a Wolverine trailer. So the trailer starts with Wolverine, Logan, in a bar, and Deadpool is basically coming to get him. And the bartender tells him, "You're not welcome here." And the bartender's like, "Now get the my bar." And Logan's like, "Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave." And then Deadpool shows up with the dialogue, "Hey Peanut, it's so hilarious. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now." And Logan's not interested. Said, "Look lady, I'm not interested." That is hilarious. "Look lady, I'm not interested." This will be quite early on in the movie, because obviously what happens is we know the TVA take Deadpool, and Paradox has to convince him, and then he needs Logan's help to save said universe. The dialogue is hilarious. "All right, well, I'm going to need you to come with me." So funny. And then the second he draws the claws, it's like, damn. And then he puts the gun to his head and he's like, "Whiskey dicks of claws." It's quite common in Wolverine's over 40s, because obviously his claws are not coming out properly. Because I assume Wolverine's semi-retired maybe in this universe where it stars. And then he pops the pistol to his head. You don't want this. That is such a heavy line. Unless you want to take a deep breath through your forehead. That is a savage line. Didn't see that coming. Didn't see all the swearing coming. It looks so majestic. It looks so beautiful. Throughout the trailer, it does confirm the plot leaks pretty much. We see Cassandra Nova, Cass Nova. We even see Wolverine fighting her and getting his ass handed to him. There is so many little tidbits, so many little Easter eggs. Although there isn't really that much new footage in terms of locations. We see him in the Void. We see Wolverine failed his universe. Interesting what he actually means by this. But we don't see the cow. A lot of people lied. They lied. They said we would see the cow, and Wolverine still hasn't got it on. So I assume there is a reason why he hasn't got it on yet. And we see a lot of badass fights, which is interesting because we've seen these badass fights already in the behind the scenes leaked footage that you had to buy in order to use. Now Deadpool's like, "I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about." And it pans to the footage from said party in said trailer 1. Wolverine's like, "That's not my problem." That is so, I'm gonna have to bleep so many words. It's so cool. Is that what you said when your world went? And then they get into a fight and we see a flashback from his movie, and Wolverine's like, "Come again," and he's got the classical chops, the classical beard on the side. Paradox is like, "Yo, this is a Wolverine that let down his entire world." It's interesting where they're going to pick Wolverine up from. because it's not supposed to be the Logan Wolverine that died. This Wolverine let down his whole world. Now, that's actually interesting because Wolverine is the anchor for his universe. If he dies, his whole universe goes to shit. Kind of like how Tom Holland's Spider-Man is supposed to be the anchor for the MCU. So Wolverine's actually very pinnacle to the multiversal story going forward, not just in this movie for like the whole story accumulating to Avengers Secret Wars. But they don't really show much in this trailer, which is cool. And it's badass. Who doesn't want to see Deadpool and Wolverine fight each other? It looks so freaking cool. And they're doing it in the void in front of the 20th Century Fox logo, which is even funnier. And Wolverine punches him in the nuts, which is so funny. Deadpool actually gets the best of him in the first fight until Wolverine kind of fights back. Wade Wilson, I want to talk to you. What's haunting you? It's so funny. Or should we wait for the third act flashback? It's so funny how he's talking. He's breaking the fourth wall. I didn't actually expect it to be this full on. I know they do have to hype it up now because there isn't that much interest in this movie overall from the general audience. Although there should be after said trailer. It's so cool just to see him talking. Wolverine's like, go yourself. Oh, but this trailer is absolute jokes. So yeah, obviously then it comes up saying this July. And then we see a real cool monologue of Wolverine and Deadpool walking side by side. Deadpool, I know nothing about saving worlds. But you do. Obviously he does to some capacity. There's a lot of slow-mo shots. Wolverine, trust me, kid, I'm no hero. It's going to be so interesting seeing Hugh Jackman interact with Deadpool. Just in this 2-minute and 38-second trailer, it's already hype level 10,000. Wade Wilson, you were an X-Men. And then he has another dig. You were the X-Men. Although he wasn't technically ever an X-Men. I guess technically he was. Deadpool, I'm soaking wet right now. I can't believe Marvel's actually let him say this kind of stuff. And then we see a montage of Deadpool destroying the TVA, because we know the TVA are really the bad people with Paradox. And then we see Cassandra Nova coming up and Deadpool and Wolverine are fighting each other throughout this whole trailer. It looks so badass. It really does. That's why you can't judge a movie from the behind-the-scenes stuff, because this looks so much better, and this probably isn't even finished in post. And we see blood flying all over the place. We get the montage of the katanas that kind of look like the adamantium Wolverine blades that was rumored. And then we see Wolverine beating the shit out of Deadpool and Deadpool flying into the sky. This trailer is fascinating. Boys are so silly. Then Cassandra Nova is talking, and then Wolverine tries to fight her and gets bested. Then we see Goliath from Loki season 1-ish, and we know, careful for spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life. We know that it appears that Goliath is probably going to end up killing a bunch of people because being controlled by Cassandra Nova. Spoilers. Okay, that's basically being confirmed on the fish. According to rumors, I don't know where these rumors come from. And then we see this Ant-Man giant head thing, and Wolverine tries to fight Cassandra Nova inside that. That's where she appears to be. It's very, very interesting. I want to see Wolverine with a cowl on. Why are they hiding the mask? Then we see Dogpool, big slow motion sequence inspired by Zack Snyder. I don't care what you say. That's definitely inspired by Zack Snyder 100% because he invented slow-mo. It is interesting. There's so many flashy, quick sequences. Then Wolverine and Deadpool are fighting again inside a car. This absolute carnage, because this really doesn't reveal that much. We know Cassandra Nova is allegedly the villain, although Paradox is still a villain, and the TVA are technically a villain because they're not telling the truth to Deadpool. They're manipulating the lad. They really are. And then we see a bunch of sequences and action fights that we've always... And Deadpool's like, let's fucking go. It just looks so majestic and so beautiful seeing them two fight side by side. And then Wolverine like, let's go. It's so beautiful. And then we see him jump into a portal because they're not in the MCU, and this movie doesn't take place in the MCU at all. It takes place in the Foxverse, and I don't really think they're gonna go to the MCU at all because it's a multiverse storyline. Doesn't make any sense for them. And basically you can see Goliath in the background of this portal scene, and I think this trailer actually confirms the plot leaks that are kind of out there are somewhat true. So Deadpool and Wolverine comes out July, and then we see Blind Owl have a conversation with Wade, you going through all the words that Kevin Feige specifically said. And the leaks did say that they would mention Kevin Feige. They say in the words that they're not allowed to use. Feige says that's off limits. So basically that they're trolling him in third person, breaking the fourth wall technically. By everything that's off limits they're going to go through, which is absolutely freaking hilarious, because still, although this trailer reveals a lot, it doesn't actually reveal that much. So they're being very clever with what they've revealed in the trailer, because it doesn't actually reveal an awful lot, although it kind of does. So that's it for this kind of trailer breakdown. I've just gone over pretty much everything you need to know based on this trailer. in a reactionary format, and how it basically confirms that everything you think you know about this movie is most likely not true, and Paradox is the overall villain. And don't let Paradox confuse you. And the TVA are technically the villain because of what they're trying to get Deadpool to do. It's not for the reasons they're saying it's for. So like always, guys, I will do a more in-depth trailer breakdown very soon and correlate it to the leaks, but this one is more of a general one. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.